everybody. How y'all doing? Thank y'all so much for joining this live. Lady Sunflower, I will be taking breaks during this live. Remind me to play that song on our first break, okay? Cause I just feel like in this live, I don't know how long it's gonna be, and I will be taking a little break. So remind me to play that song. Who sing it? Make sure when I ask you about it, make sure you put in who sing it. I think I know what you're talking about, but I want to be sure. But just remind me to play that, okay? What's up, y'all? Happy Thursday. Y'all hit that like button on the way in. Grab your drinks, have a seat, take your shoes off. Let's get comfy. Before I forget, I absolutely have to do this. I did not put it in the title because my title was so long that I was not able to. So let me put this up real fast. Um, Let me put that up. I see everybody in the chat that came in. For those who didn't hear me when I said it the other two times, if you will, please flood the chat today with purple hearts only. Purple hearts only. And we're doing that in remembrance of Nay, and we're also doing it for domestic violence awareness. Okay? So can y'all please put purple hearts in the chat throughout the live today. If you don't mind, thank you very much. I appreciate it. With that being said, we're gonna get into it. What's up, money boy Trey? How you doing? How you doing? If you can talk.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Um, all right. Let me see what I'm gonna do first here. Like I said, thank you. I'm sorry, y'all. I know my green teeth that in a hoop. I really do appreciate those of you all that support these positive lives. I can't express that enough, but I will continue to do so every time I think about it. Thank y'all so much. Um, Make sure you hit the like button. Please feel free to support the channel. Please, okay? Um, right, Lady Sunflower. You are absolutely right. The first thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna be talking about this young lady, and her name is Tamisha. Let me put a picture up one time. We're gonna be talking about Tamisha. Her name is beautiful young lady. Her name is Tanisha Ridge. Okay, Tamisha was actually she was a popular YouTuber. She had a YouTube page which was thank you T. Thank you so much, Boo. That is her page. It is still up. It still has videos on it. She actually was she was thriving as a YouTuber. She got numerous videos on her channel. Um, and I'm gonna pull it up just to give y'all a glimpse of it. So y'all can go over there and check it out for yourselves. I don't know, I don't know if it's actually being ran by anybody in this moment or whatever. I don't know, but y'all can still go over there just to get an idea of who this young lady was. Cause I watched some of her videos. Actually, I'm gonna play a couple of videos, so and hopefully I won't get strike. I don't know. I got one video that I altered a little bit, so because I really wanted to play it, and I don't want to get a strike. But if I do, hey, I'll deal with it. I'm not even worried about it at this point because I want to get her story out there, and I do want to highlight her story now. Hey Miss K, hey Keisha, y'all come on in, come on in. Oh, I do want to drop the link. This is an open panel discussion. For anybody that wants to come up. Let me see. Oh, where is my? Oh, okay, there it is. For anybody that wants to come up and speak, y'all hit that link. Come on up. Now, the first thing I think I want to do is I'm gonna play this video, and I edited the video just a tad bit, and I downloaded it to my YouTube. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna play this video so y'all can get sort of kind of an idea of what happened. She had three beautiful babies, one by him. Exactly, Lady Sunflower. So you do know this story, Miss Lady Sunflower? You know this story? I'm gonna take that down. That is Tamisha. Tamisha. That's her name, Tamisha. Okay. Um, let me see. Hopefully, my mom's here. I don't know if y'all know it's a hurricane in Florida, so it's raining really, really bad here. Um, so hopefully my Wi-Fi won't be tripping. I don't know, but I'm gonna push through. Y'all know I always do. Um, all right. I'm gonna play this video. Shit. Okay, Lady Sunflower. Am I cutting out? Let me know if it keeps going so I can try to fix it. I don't know what it is. I mean, I do know what it is. It's probably my Wi-Fi acting a donkey, but I just have to ride it out, y'all. But let me know if it's worse or um if I'm still doing it. I'm sounding like a robot. Hold on. All right. I sound clear. Sounds better now. Okay. All right. It may be spurts of that, y'all, just because my bars are moving. I'll come up very interested in hearing this story. I'm heading home now. Okay. Be careful, fun. We're going to be here. So take your time. Be careful. Um, Y'all just let me know if it gets bad, or if it switches up or whatever. Because, like I said, my bars are moving. It's storming outside. So, I'm still going to push through this live, okay? So, with that being
Nights
said.
like this, I wish that raindrops would fall.
Sing it,
Echo
mother boy.
cancellation.
Sing it. Sing it. Sing it. All right, y'all. So, let's watch this video, y'all. Let's watch this video so y'all can sort of kind of get a gist of what's going on for those of you all that don't know the story. All right, so let me put my echo cancellation on as well. Thank you, yours truly. Thank you, boo. All right, so help me out now. Y'all know y'all have to. Thank you, guys. All right, so let's watch this video, y'all. Y'all listen.
To all the mothers or those of you who did not give birth to a child but raised somebody else's child, happy Mother's Day.
Thanks to her online sewing tutorials, she garnered thousands of views and over 100,000 subscribers. As her fame started to increase, so did her financial wealth. Sadly, Tamisha would never get the chance to reach her full potential, as someone close to her would tragically end her life. Welcome. She was born and raised in Sacramento. Tanisha Ridge was the original popular creators on YouTube. Her goal was to use her YouTube channel to show other people while still making it fit. Channeling
Yeah, I think she's cutting in and out. I think she's having Wi-Fi issues. Um, Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, yes, yes. Also, truth. Put your resolution on 144. Put it on the lowest resolution. I don't even have my Laffy Taffy jokes queued up for y'all. I don't. Y'all mean. Let's see here. What can I find? 50, 50 Laffy Taffy jokes for your silly sweet tooth. All right, let's see here. No, this is bull. This is no. I've seen these. Oh yeah, Gabe read through these the other day. What kind of horses go out after dusk? Nightmares. That's stupid. Why did the banana go to? That's stupid. What did the pancake say to the baseball player? Batter up. How do you cut the ocean in half? With the seesaw. What do you call a grandmother who tells jokes? A graham cracker. What has no legs but can do a split? A banana. What do you call a
You
sleeping
said put
bull?
the resolution on 144.
Yeah, that's
I'm
to help
trying.
with the lagging. Hit the little spinny wheel on
I don't see
YouTube. The little
144. Like
the gear. Where's the resolutions you get when you hit the gear?
what gear? I don't know
Quality.
what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Let me know what
Where
you're
it
talking
says equality, quality. Where it say 360, put it on 144.
It's got auto and 360. That's it.
Oh, 360 is the lowest one that you can go. That's weird. Oh, that's the
Yeah.
lowest one they got. Well,
Okay.
hit auto because it may be one lower than that. Just hit auto because if 360 is the highest on auto, it ain't gonna matter. If it's one lower, it'll drop it. But if that's the highest, it'll keep it on there. That's
Okay.
weird though.
So put it on auto. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna try it again. Hopefully it'll play. I really want them to see this video. I'm gonna try it again, y'all.
Tanisha Ridge was a YouTube star on the rise.
Hi, everyone. Happy late Mother's Day to all the mothers or those of you who did not give birth to a child but raised somebody else's child. Happy Mother's Day.
Thanks to her online sewing tutorials, she garnered thousands of views and over 100,000 subscribers. As her fame started to increase, so did her financial wealth. Sadly, Tanisha would never get the chance to reach her full potential, as someone close to her would tragically end her life. Welcome. She was born and raised in Sacramento. Tanisha Ridge was one of the original popular creators on YouTube. Her goal was to use her YouTube channel to show other people how facets and knowledge to improvement. Her gentle and charming smile with the hearts of me gaining her fans all over. In addition to her growing YouTube channel, she was the owner of an online fabric shop in which she made her designs available for purchase to all of her devoted followers. However, as Tanisha's professional life was blossoming, her personal life was crumbling. Tanisha had been getting threatening phone calls and text messages from ex-man who refused to get back with him. Tanisha and Green were in an on and off relationship for 10 years and they had one child together, a daughter. Green had a history of domestic abuse and was reportedly abusive towards Tanisha. The two reconciled after having no communication with each other for 5 years, however Tanisha later ended their relationship once again. 3 years after breaking up with Demeshlo, Tanisha met Herzel in fashion college. Herzel was very different from Demeshlo. He was romantic and Tanisha, and the started dating. Herzl began assisting Tamisha running her YouTube channel after the two started dating. The two married and Tamisha uploaded the wedding video to YouTube. After a beautiful baby girl, Herzl and Tamisha got along wonderfully. But soon would enter Tamisha's abusive ex, Demeshlo, back into her life. He'd just finished up a 3-year prison sentence and contacted Tamisha. He contacted her claiming he was interested in seeing his daughter. He would constantly call Tamisha. Family and friends reported that Demeshlo's return to Tamisha's calls and Tamisha's marriage. Tamisha would leave from her husband and move back to Sacramento where she continued her YouTube channel. On May 12, 2014, Demeshlo Green Vial and traveled from Texas to Sacramento by airplane to track down Tamisha. When he arrived, he found Tamisha and continued to contact her many times, accusing her of being the one who betrayed him, while simultaneously expressing his want to reconcile with her. Tamisha answered the calls at first, but she stopped picking up the phone after a while. Green did not want Tamisha to move on without him. Because of his obsessive behavior, Green was unable to accept the breakup, so he stormed into Tamisha's unlocked apartment, went directly to her and shot her at close-range shotgun property.
Good morning. We're told there were several adults and some children inside the home when this shooting happened around 4, surrounded by crime tape and officers as they continue their investigation into a shooting that we're told by the victim's mother is a female who was in the home at the time with her children, and she believes it was a former boyfriend that shot her. She says that she was contacted by the former boyfriend's brother, who called and issued an apology to her, came to the scene and issued an apology to her. That is all she said, believing that she knows who the shooter is. She said it's a former boyfriend that inside the home this morning around 4:30. And again, all of this appears to stem from a relationship that's been on the rocks for quite some time.
He's been after her for 10 years. He's been trying to kill her for 10 years. I kept telling the police. But she kept trying to be nice. She's gone now. She's gone. She's too young. She's only 31.
Valencia Thomas, who is Tamisha's cousin, said that she was sound asleep on the sofa on the day of Tamisha's murder and that she did not hear the gunshot. She reported going into Tamisha and discovering her lifeless body. When the took place, Tamisha's child with the daughter she shared with Green. Green was out on parole when he killed Tamisha. He later surrendered himself to the Sacramento Police Department and was released in the Sacramento County Jail. On May 13, 2014, Tanisha Ridge posted her last video on YouTube, and only 24 hours later, on TV, closed in 2011. In June 2018, Green was given a prison sentence of 75 years. He is presently spending his time at the Pelican Bay State Prison in California. Tanisha
Okay, so it seems to keep going in and out. And I really do want y'all to hear the audio to this. So since I think it's because I'm showing it that it's buffering so bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it without showing it. And I just want y'all to listen to the audio because I want y'all to know the story before we start talking about it. Okay? So when I start playing this, I need y'all to let me know in the chat if y'all can hear it. If y'all can hear it. I really do want y'all to see, hear the audio so y'all can hear the story. So when I start playing it, I need y'all to let me know immediately in the chat if y'all can hear it. Thank you, T.
No, I don't hear anything. Did you mute it?
Yeah, but I muted on my end. Let me see. Let me make sure. Okay, you let me know when to start playing it again.
I can hear it now. Let's cut it up. Yeah, I hear it, but cut it up.
I don't think. Just give me a minute. Money boy, talk to them for a minute. Give me a minute, okay?
Ridge was a YouTube star on the rise.
Keep going. We was hearing YouTube starting to rise. I need to hear the levels go up. Wait a minute. No, it's not my headphones. Um, I see yours truly is trying to open up a furniture store. She threw like 17, 11 chairs. I don't know why. Where are you getting all these chairs from, ma'am? And why are you so violent? Jeez. Oh, back to my Laffy Taffies, y'all see. I got them up. What do you call a baby with a drum? A baby boomer. What kind of music do chiropractors listen to? Hip hop. Um, I don't like that one. I did that one. Let's see here. Why was the tomato blushing? Because he saw the salad dressing. Yeah, that's stupid too. Why shouldn't you write with a broken pencil? Because it's pointless. I don't like that one either. What's the now? Okay, what's the best way to carve wood? Whittle by whittle. That's a play on words. What room can no one enter? A mushroom. How did dinosaurs decorate their bedroom? With reptiles. And we've exhausted all the jokes on that site. Let's see what y'all doing in the chat with y'all mean asses. La 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 la. Baby Petty is at daycare. It's 2 o'clock. You try and get her early. Fuck. She is at daycare. I'm so mad at MBT with these Laffy Taffy jokes. Yours truly is looking at me crazy. Y'all gonna be on first 40. It's her with the violence. I ain't did nothing. Jamila said it's a no for her. How is baby Petty today? Y'all didn't even ask me how I was doing. The fuck. It's good to catch this free play. I hear a little. Okay. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I didn't see any tomatoes. I guess they were a little funny. Sheesh, you niggas is. Yeah, they act like this shit is easy. Fuck. This is filler. Y'all don't want to just hear me ramble, so I'm giving y'all jokes. These here is jokes. This is that Seinfeld comedy. Yeah, this is stupid. Man, this site sucks. What can you serve but not eat? A tennis ball. When can peanuts laugh? When you crack them up.
All right, I'm back. I'm back, y'all. I'm black. I'm black. I'm back. I tried my best to hurry up. All right, y'all, listen to this audio. Y'all listen to this audio for me, okay? All right, this is the video I tried to show that wouldn't show. I think I don't know if I'm gonna post it on my channel or not. But I'm gonna play this audio because I want y'all to know the story. Listen.
Men, watch who you date. Watch it. Screen them. Screen them. You end up like my daughter.
31-year-old young fashion designer and mother of three, Tanisha Ridge was a YouTube star on the rise.
Hi, everyone. Happy late Mother's Day to all the mothers or those of you who did not give birth to a child but raised somebody else's child. Happy Mother's Day.
Thanks to her online sewing tutorials, she garnered thousands of views and over 100,000 subscribers. As her fame started to increase, so did her financial wealth. Sadly, Tanisha would never get the chance to reach her full potential, as someone close to her would tragically end her life. Welcome. She was born and raised in Sacramento. Tanisha Ridge was one of the original popular creators on YouTube. Her goal was to use her YouTube channel to show other people how to save money while still looking fashionable by making their own outfits. Her channel included popular haul videos, as well as do-it-yourself videos on various sewing methods. She later moved to Southern California and attended El Camino College to pursue a career in business management and fashion design. Her gentle spirit and charming smile won over the hearts of many, and gaining her fans all over. In addition to her growing YouTube channel, Tanisha was the owner of an online fabric shop in which she made her designs available for purchase to all of her devoted followers. However, as Tanisha's professional life was blossoming, her personal life was crumbling. Tamisha had been getting threatening phone calls and text messages from an ex-boyfriend, Demeshlo Green, because she refused to get back with him. Tamisha and Green were in an on and off relationship for 10 years, and they had one child together, a daughter. Green had a history of domestic abuse and was reportedly very abusive towards Tamisha. The two reconciled after having no communication with each other for 5 years, however Tamisha later ended their relationship once again. 3 years after breaking up with Demeshlo, Tamisha met Herzel in fashion college. Herzel was very different from Demeshlo. He was romantic and very sweet to Tamisha, and the two started dating. Herzel began assisting Tamisha with running her YouTube channel after the two started dating. The two married and Tamisha uploaded the wedding video to YouTube. After 2 years of dating, they had a beautiful baby girl. Herzel and Tamisha got along wonderfully. But soon would enter Tamisha's abusive ex, Demeshlo, back into her life. He just finished up a 3-year prison sentence and contacted Tamisha. He contacted her claiming he was interested in seeing his daughter. He would constantly call Tamisha. Family and friends reported that Demeshlo's return to Tamisha's life caused problems in Tamisha's marriage. Tamisha would later separate from her husband and move back to Sacramento, where she continued her YouTube channel. On May 12, 2014, Demeshlo Green violated his parole and traveled from Texas to Sacramento by airplane to track down Tamisha. When he arrived, he phoned Tamisha and continued to contact her many times, accusing her of being the one who betrayed him, while simultaneously expressing his want to reconcile with her. Tamisha answered the calls at first, but she stopped picking up the phone after a while. Green did not want Tamisha to move on without him. Because of his obsessive behavior, Green was unable to accept the breakup, so he stormed into Tamisha's unlocked apartment, went directly to her bedroom where she was sleeping, and shot her at close range in the head with a shotgun, then fled the property.
Good morning. We're told there were several adults and some children inside the home when this shooting happened around 4:30 this morning. You can see here the home now surrounded by crime tape and officers as they continue their investigation into a shooting that we're told by the victim's mother is a female who was in the home at the time with children, and she believes it was a former boyfriend that shot her. She says that she was contacted by the former boyfriend's brother, who called and issued an apology to her, or came to the scene and issued an apology to her. That is all she said, believing that she knows who the shooter is. She said it's a former boyfriend that they've been having some problems for more than 10 years now. And at this point, police say they are looking for a dark colored Nissan Armada, probably a dark blue color. That's all they told us about the suspect at this point. As they continue their investigation here, we're told that there were no injuries to the children inside the home, just the one female who was shot and killed inside the home this morning around 4:30. And again, all of this appears to stem from a relationship that's been on the rocks for quite some time.
And he'd been after her for 10 years. He'd been trying to kill her for 10 years. I kept telling the police. But she kept trying to be nice. And she's gone now. She's gone. Too young. You're only 31.
Valencia Thomas, who is Tanisha's cousin, said that she was sound asleep on the sofa on the day of Tanisha's murder and that she did not hear the gunshot. She reported going into Tanisha's room and discovering her lifeless body. When the shooting took place, Tanisha's children were present along with the daughter she shared with Green. Green was out on parole when he killed Tanisha. He later surrendered himself to the Sacramento Police Department and was placed in the Sacramento County Jail. On May 13, 2014, Tanisha Ridge posted her last video on YouTube, and only 24 hours later, on May 14th, she would be killed. Ameshlo Green was tried in court, and in February of 2018, he was found guilty of first-degree murder in the death of Tanisha Yvette Ridge, who was 31 years old at the time. In addition to that, he was charged with being a felon in possession of a handgun. One of his earlier offenses was an attack with a deadly weapon that took place in 2011. In June 2018, Green was given a prison sentence of 75 years. He is presently spending his time at the Pelican Bay State Prison in California. Tanisha Ridge was a mother, seamstress, designer, friend, and a source of motivation who was full of life, beautiful, and loving. She was also talented. Her life was snatched from this world on May 14, 2014, but her legacy will go on forever. Tanisha had an impact on people's lives all across the world in her short time on this earth. My condolences to her friends and
All right, y'all, that's the audio. I'll put the link to the actual video. I watched this channel called Viral. Hold on. I want to give y'all the right name. And I also want to get the link so I can drop it so the mods can grab it. I got this video off of it's called Viral Crimes. It's a channel that I watch. I'm gonna drop the link. So y'all can go out and check out the actual y'all can go out and check out the actual vision the actual video with the because she's I want y'all to see the video is what I'm trying to say. Damn it, I can't get it out. But let me drop this link. So the mods, what I'm trying to say, damn it, I can't get it out. Hold on, y'all. Alright, so the name of the channel is called Viral Crimes. That's what most of my stories will be coming from because I have binge watched a lot of these stories and I want to talk about most of them. So, will the minds grab that link and drop? Yeah, the visual. Thank you, Fun. Thank you, girl. I'm struggling. Um, grab that link. Drop that link throughout the live. I want y'all to grab that link if you are interested in viral crimes, true crimes, and things of that nature. Y'all go over there and check that channel out. It's a real good channel. And like I said, most of my commentary, a lot of my commentary on viral crimes will be taken from that channel. So let's talk about Tamisha. I'm gonna read just a couple of articles about what happened to her and what ended up happening to the guy, which he pretty much covered in this video, in this short video. But I just want to reiterate so we all can talk. Okay, let me pull up the first article. Let me pull up the first article. Oh, hey, Juice Kim. I forgot I brought you up, sweetie. Hey, Juice.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I ain't talking to you. I ain't talking to you. I saw that fuck shit you typed in the chat.
Well, you need a new book. Your Laffy Taffies ain't laughing.
Buy
You're
me
always
one.
laughing.
Buy me
But
one then.
I don't. I make up my own shit. I'm good at making my own shit up. I don't need a book.
Okay. True. Can we give her a minute and 30 seconds to wide the crowd? Go get
No,
some
we
hot
can't give
sauce
me
or
no
something.
damn. No, we can't give me because I come up here with my foot tatting because I'm mad right now. I'm upset at this bullshit. What she got going on with this? Because I could have swore I heard the cousin was on the couch and she didn't hear the gunshot. How the fuck you don't hear a motherfucker? Okay, calm down. Calm down.
No,
A
speak, speak.
shotgun. How you don't hear a motherfucking shotgun? Let me calm down. My foot is still back though. I'm just upset. It make me feel like because it had something to do with the murder, and I just don't want to say things like that. Let me calm down though. Let me just calm down. Okay, I'm going on mute again.
I think you and everybody else wants to. That's a logical question that everybody get. But now, don't go on mute, nigga. Now you said you got jokes. We give you 1 minute and 30 seconds. Why the crap?
I'm not. Ain't nobody giving me no damn minute and 30 seconds. I can't be. I'm
Well, you
hot
don't
right
have
now.
to. Well, you don't have to tell no jokes. Just entertain. Say something to the crowd for 1 minute and 30 seconds. You said it
The
was
people
easy. Come on,
already
Juicy
know
King.
me and my craft. The people in the audience out
Mm-hmm.
there in the world knows I can keep talking.
That's
You
10 seconds,
and
Juicy
other
Kim.
ones need help on the panel.
That's
That's why
20
I said
seconds,
I'm here
Juicy
to help
Kim.
you so you won't be dead air with your
That's
ass
30
crazy.
seconds, Juicy Kim. You still got another minute. Let's go.
I'm
Keep it
not
coming.
studying you in your 30 seconds. I ain't studying. Shit. Ain't nobody study your crazy ass.
She
Oh
running
my
out of
God.
steam, y'all. She running out of steam.
He talking about somebody
Why am
running
I
out of
getting
steam.
tomatoes? I ain't even did nothing.
You get the tomatoes. That's what they were saying in the chat. They was tossing tomato juice at your ass.
And I don't know why it's Cam. She trying to incite a riot. I didn't even do anything. You the one talking.
That's because you're picking with they juicy Kim. They do not like people to mess with they juicy Kim.
You pick with me first.
No, I came up on this here panel
That you
to help
started talking
your
crazy to me in the
magazine.
chat, ma'am.
Let's make this clear. I came up here to help your maggoty ass so you won't be dead air and with the laffy taffy ass joke
And
that
I'm
was given
trying to give
by
you your
yours.
time to shine. Come on, give it to us.
I ain't giving you nothing. Nothing.
Truth. You
No.
still on
Don't
break?
call for backup. Don't call for backup now.
I'm not. I'm about to go on break with truth. It's
I'm
your
not
turn,
on
Juicy
break. I'm
Kim.
just waiting for y'all to get finished.
I need Juicy Kim to
I'm
wow
not
us
on
for a
break.
minute and
I'm
30
waiting for y'all
seconds.
to get quiet.
Okay, well let's just mute and let's see what Juicy Kim got for 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm not gonna interact with her. Let's see what she got.
Juicy, Juicy Kim can
Listen,
Juicy Kim can handle the crowd. She's done it before. She's done it. I'm sorry, but she has.
I
Honey
come
bun,
up here because I was downstairs
she has never had tomatoes thrown at her ever.
ever, ever. But I was
So I'm
just
just saying,
thinking when you played the video and then the audio, and then I listened again, and I'm just
yeah.
like, that don't sound right there. How you not hear shotgun? A
Well,
shotgun, and wait a minute, let's make this clear. He busted into the house, into the
no, he
apartment,
didn't. But
busted.
he didn't bust into the house. The door was actually unlocked. Now, why was it unlocked? I don't know.
And
But
that's another
he did,
thing.
and this is probably why, because actually, in this case, he went to trial twice. Okay, we're gonna get into it. He went to trial twice because the first time they could not, the jury could not come to a verdict, and that's probably why, because it was people in the house at the time, um, that was supposedly asleep and didn't hear anything. So that's probably why it took two times to go to trial for him to be convicted. But he was
It's
convicted.
funny, even when you sleep, I even still smell, and you know I sleep a lot because of the medicine. So even in medication induced sleep, I still hear shit. So that's
I
why I'm
get
like,
it.
and especially a shotgun. A shotgun ain't no. I was like, did he have a silencer? And then when they said shotgun, I said, get the fuck out of here. was like,
Yep. Yep.
yeah, okay.
So
That
let's
poor
let's let's
baby. Yeah, I'm gonna go back on mute.
let's read. Yeah, I just want to get this part out the way so we can talk. So, Web of Lies, Fatal Follower is examining the murder of single mother Tanisha Ridge, who was gunned down in her Sacramento home by her ex-partner and father of her child, Demetrio Green.
That's your cue, Juicy.
Ridge had become a
You
successful
you you cutting
tweet.
in and out, Truth. You cutting in and out. Ooh, nice glasses, by the way. They look like bubbles. Yeah, you cutting in and out. We can't hear anything you saying. Hi.
You breaking in and out. You coming in, you come out. You break in, you break out.
What you watching? Matlock Juicy Kim?
Hell to the now. I'm watching Christmas shows. You know what time
In
of year it
November?
is? They start
It's
off in
November
November.
11th.
They start off in November, son.
So we just gonna bypass Thanksgiving and go straight to Christmas, huh? Fuck it.
That's what we do on Hallmark. That's what they do.
I think Truth is rebooting her system. Let's see here.
When she reboot, I thought we moved the call and she reboots.
What type of brief packs a punch, Juicy Kim?
What kind of what?
Brief packs a punch.
Brief? What kind of brief?
A boxer brief.
Oh, oh my God! You talking about some draws?
Hey, it's a joke, ma'am.
Oh, oh, we back on that. Okay, go to the next
Yes.
one. What the next one say?
What type of bug has good etiquette?
A ladybug.
Correct. All right.
That's because we as ladies.
What's the top you can't wear?
What's a top you can't wear? A tube top. Oh
A
no.
laptop.
A laptop. Oh. What's the next one?
What bow cannot be tied?
Oh, I know this one. I think I heard this one before. What both can't be tied?
A rainbow.
Yeah, I did hear that one before. Would you pull this up on your
That's
computer?
cute. Yeah. What the
Prove you
fuck? What is
back?
a good spell?
Oh no, she got back
No,
up.
no, she dropped down. No, she
Yeah.
dropped down. This is
So come on,
stupid.
what's the
Which
next
sport?
one?
I gotta skip through them. Some of them are stupid. I'm not trying to have tomatoes thrown at me, so I'm
Oh, okay.
censoring the jokes. What kind of tree grows in your hand?
A palm tree.
There you go. Correct. What type of doctor can work in an auto body shop?
Ooh,
A
what kind of
dentist.
a dentist?
Dent. Yes, an auto body
Oh,
shop.
dent.
Dent. Yeah,
A dent.
DENT.
Right, I
Yeah.
got it. Okay, now that was very good. Yeah, okay. I got it.
Say something, Truth. When are riptides dangerous?
I don't even know what the fuck a riptide is though first.
It's a wave. It's a big wave out at sea, and it's currently because
Oh,
it's a
okay.
current. It's current and all of that.
Oh, okay.
What do people? I don't like that one. What kind of tree
What you
survives
thought
without
about it?
water?
Well, I just before we answer that, I just thought about why she getting so much rain. I just read it's a hurricane in Florida. I forgot her
Yeah,
name.
she told us it was one, and they was getting a lot of rain right now.
Yeah, I forgot the hurricane name. How do they do? Can anybody first tell me how do they come up with these names for hurricanes?
They go in alphabetical order, and they have a list.
Well, when they gonna come to my name?
They're never going to have a Juicy Kim, but I'm sure they've had a Hurricane Kimberly or Kim before.
Nope, I've never heard them. I heard Katrina and them and everybody, but I ain't heard no motherfucking Kimberly. Cause I do be trying to come in like a motherfucking dog in this motherfucking fight. But I'm just saying, when I'm gonna get my name out here in the world? I want to be
Let
a
me,
hurricane.
let
You
me
know that
ask Google.
song? Yeah, I want to be a hurricane, and I want to tear that ass up. When I come out and be, I'm gonna tear that ass up. Tear it up.
Yeah, Hurricane Kim was the 12th storm, 10th hurricane, and ninth major hurricane of the 2012 hurricane season.
I don't
Hurricane
know no
Kim.
Kimberly out there in the world.
Uh huh. It was a hur. It was 2012 Hurricane
What,
Kim.
what level was she at? Level of one, two, or three?
Let's see. Oh, she was a category 3. She was a
What?
bad motherfucker. Yes, she was. She was a bad
Get
mofo.
out of here. See, that's what I'm talking about. Sorry, y'all. Sorry for people that I hurt down there in the world, but
Thank,
uh, I'm sorry.
thank you. Thank you, Juicy Kim and Money Boy, for keeping the crowd entertained. I appreciate it. I do. Thank y'all. Money Boy Trey, I'm gonna need you to revamp your Laffy Taffy jokes. Just revamp them. Just.
They liked the last few. You tripping. They liked them.
I did too, to
Juicy
be
Kim
honest.
was
I ain't gonna
laughing.
lie. And
See,
it made me feel good that Juice Kim actually got one right.
she got two of them
The
right.
palm tree. Oh, I just heard one. I
She
was
got palm
reading.
tree. She got palm tree in like the first one that I asked.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Since my is really trippy, what I'm gonna do is try and yours truly. I need y'all, you and a couple more people to just calm down. Just it's okay. Yeah, I do need people to just calm down. Okay, it is a touchy subject, and the thing about it is, even with touchy subjects. Hey, chef, I like for the chat to be. Uh, I don't like the chat to be triggered, and I don't like the chat to be so intense. I mean, we all get it. It's a very sensitive topic, but it's not so sensitive that we can't just stay calm. All right, all right. I don't need anybody getting upset. I don't need anybody getting in their feelings and thinking that we're not taking this serious. It's just that Juicy Kim and Money Boy Trey know that I like to keep everything light. I don't want anybody feeling, uh, heavy or intense. Okay, so when I drop, these people up on this panel know what I want, and if I drop down due to my internet or anything, they know what to do when they take over. Okay, they just trying to keep y'all entertained. That's all. It's not that serious.
And also,
Okay.
we only have 6 minutes worth of the story. We only got 6 minutes. Juicy Kim addressed what we could. We can't talk about that for 10 minutes. I'm uneducated on this subject, so there's not much I could say about it.
People do need to be aware, Miss Leonard. That's why I'm doing this live. That's why I will do many, 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 many more lives like this. But even in bringing awareness, you don't have to make everything so heavy. I'll put it in the chat, fun. Do you need me to send it, or can I just drop it in the chat? Let me know. I'm gonna drop it in the chat for anybody else that wants to come up and say anything. Hold on. Fine. If you need me to send it differently, then dropping it in the chat. Let me know, boo, so you can come up. I just need everybody to just be easy, okay? That's it. It's hard enough doing these lives. I don't need the extra. All right, let me pull up this article, and I'm just gonna read it, y'all. Instead of trying to bring it up, I go by the objective, so I'm okay. Good, Kit Kat. Thank you. I'm gonna pull up the articles, y'all, because every time I try to pull something up on my share it on my StreamYard, it messes with the internet that's already struggling. Okay, so I'm gonna just read it. Hey, fun. Hey, boo.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hello, fun.
You doing okay
Greetings,
today?
greetings from Wakanda.
Not
Oh,
Wakanda.
well, fine. Oh,
Come
yeah,
on,
you don't
fun.
travel. She don't travel far and wide.
Mm-hmm.
You know, fun be everywhere, child. If you own it. Okay, I'm gonna put this picture up. But first, I'm gonna do this again because I feel like I need to. Okay. Um, Let me find it. Okay, I'm gonna put up the trigger warning, y'all, cause y'all know I care about y'all feelings and how y'all feeling throughout this live. Cause a lot of people have been through things that we know nothing about, right? All right. So then I'm gonna put up the picture of beautiful Tamisha and the monster that decided to do what he did. So let me read the articles, y'all. I want to get the articles out the way just to make y'all aware of the case, and then we're gonna talk. Okay. All right. So Web of Lies, fatal follower is examining the 13-year-old Tanisha Ridge, who was gunned down in her Sacramento home by her ex-partner and father of her child. That had become a successful YouTube star, having amassed close to 185,000 subscribers who watched her videos about fashion design and do-it-yourself tips. She operated under the name Misha Boo. Unfortunately, Ridge had a 10-year on-again offer to let her go and would resort to violence to maintain control over her. He had already accumulated a number of domestic abuse convictions against women, including Ridge, and she had a restraining order against the thug. Ridge had fled to Los Angeles to live in Sacramento to escape his clutches. And by May 2020, to Sacramento. Hold on, because I see my bars moving. I want to make sure y'all hear me. Grinch was living in Texas, but over the next couple of days, Green bombarded his ex-girlfriend with phone calls and messages where he begged her for reconciliation, but also abused her. Ridge did her best to ignore his attempts at contact. In the early hours of May 14, 2014, Green crept into Ridge's home through an unlocked door and went into her bedroom, where he shot her at close range with a shotgun. Ridge was killed by a blast to her face. Green had fled the scene immediately after shooting Ridge, but he turned himself in to law enforcement 5 hours after the killing. In 2018, a jury found Green guilty of first degree murder and possessing a firearm as a felon. He was sentenced to 7 years order and laminated about trying to do all they could to protect Ridge. But I didn't know he was crazy, she said. Martin also had some advice for those who are victims of domestic abuse. Be stronger and leave. Think about your kids. You have to think about your safety and kids. All right, that's pretty much it. That's the gist. Other than not mentioning the fact that he went to trial once and they couldn't come up with a reason. So with that being said, let's talk, y'all. Can y'all hear me, panel?
Yes.
All right, great. So, Fun, let's start with you, sweetheart. What are your thoughts?
This is what I don't understand. And I hope he burns in
Okay.
hell, by the way. But
Oh, yeah.
I just don't understand why women go back. I just don't understand that part. And you left him for 5 years and he was abusive. And let me tell you something. It starts
Mhm.
off with the verbal.
Mhm.
You know, you
Mhm.
have to be able to see the red flags. 'Cause I had a close friend
Mhm.
and I told her, I said, you need to leave him alone. He's talking to you like you ain't shit in front of people.
Right.
He don't respect you. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? That's how it starts off. You know,
Well.
finally she left after a couple of
Mhm.
ass kickings, but I just don't know truth. I feel bad because I really
Mhm.
don't truly understand why a person goes back. You left at
Okay.
one
Well,
point,
let
but you
me
went
let me
back.
say this. I can't speak for women, and maybe somebody in the chat wants to hit the link to speak as a woman who went back or whatever. I don't know, but I will say this, fun. Um, as a survivor, I can't speak for going back. I can only speak for staying. Because once I
Mhm.
left, I was gone, right?
Right.
Now, what I will say in staying about someone who stays, okay,
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
years before they leave, there are many, many different reasons. Oh, well, I'm not going to say many, many, I'm going to say several reasons why women stay. And I'm speaking only from my own, experience.
Right.
For me, for me, it was because I was adamant about raising my kids in a two-parent household. Okay, I was young when I got married. I only wanted to do what I saw growing up, and I wanted to not as far as abuse because my mother wasn't. I didn't see that with my mom. I just saw, when my dad came into our life, I saw the two-parent household. I wanted that. I wanted my kids to be following my ex-husband, and I wanted them to be raised in a household with me and him. That's why I stayed so long. Now, as far as women that leave and go back, I can't speak for that because once I would now I did put up with it for years. Okay, I did. But once I made the decision to leave, I never went back. So I really can't speak about. And a lot of people in the chat was saying,
Well, can I ask you something?
sure.
Can I can I ask you a question? Now, in
Hmm.
hindsight, looking back, do you think if you had to do it all over again, would you stay for the children? And do you think by staying was good for the children?
Now,
And they're
okay,
watching all of this.
at the time, in going through it, I felt like staying for the kids was the best idea. That's why I did it. Hindsight and sitting down talking to my kids as grown adults. If I had it to do all over again, hold on one second, y'all. Speak to the people in Japanese.
Konnichiwa.
Say it again.
Konnichiwa.
She said hello, y'all.
Konnichiwa. Ohio. Ohio.
Ohio.
You
Hold
know
on,
what that
y'all.
means. Uh-huh. I got a little Japanese in me too.
All right. Tell them bye.
Bye bye.
Say have a good day.
Have a good day.
All right.
You too. Bye.
Yeah, E. Brooke, she's learning Japanese, chat. Um, Now, what? Okay, and so you asked me. You said in hindsight. Now, fun in hindsight. And after what I went through in talking to my kids as grown adults, if I had to do it over again, I absolutely would have left. I would not have stayed because now I know now that it was not the best thing to do. But back then and going through it and being young as I was and this and that and the third, I thought I was doing the right thing. But
Right.
now, if I could go back, knowing what I know, and after, like I say, having conversations with my kids, I would not have stayed. If that answers your question. As far as this, though, talking about Tamisha left. Tamisha actually left and she actually moved out of state. She relocated. She actually got married to a guy. She got married because the other guy, this green dude, was causing so many issues as far as her marriage and in her life. That marriage didn't work out. But she actually left. Now she did get back with him. She did get back with him, but then she left again. So bottom line is when he did what he did to her, they were not together. They were not together. Actually, he was staying in Texas and she was staying in California. He, who was on probation, wasn't supposed to leave the state of Texas, left Texas and went to California where she was. So she actually tried to get away and stay away.
So
But
do it say why she left the husband? Because the was it because
I just
he
said
kept
I just said that marriage didn't work out because when this guy, because he actually went to prison and got out, and when he got out, what he did was he started like harassing and stalking and things of that nature, and she was with the other guy, and I think that had a strain on the relationship. It doesn't go into any detail about what actually caused the breakup. It
well,
just said that,
yeah, okay.
yeah, it just said that from his what he was doing as far as contacting her and things of that nature, that caused the strain on her marriage.
Yeah, by him being on probation, I mean a lot of I'm not I've never been in a domestic situation or nothing like that. Because if I hit you, it's a one hit or quitter. You don't hit me back just because I hit you. It don't We don't do that here. And it's not.
Mhm.
I'm not saying that I'm immune or whatever. I don't see my friends go through domestic violence with their husbands. And
Right.
I always wanted to know why they stayed. What was the purpose of you staying? Just to come up with a black eye, a broken arm, a wrist twisted up. Or she said she stayed because she had children by
Mhm.
him. But I'm saying, what are you teaching your children? It's okay
Wait a
for
minute.
mama
You talking
to.
about me or you talking about her?
No, I'm talking about my friend. I'm talking about my
Okay.
friend, the one that died. I was just, going back to why she said she stayed with her abusive husband.
Mhm.
Because I heard Fawn say, why do they stay? And
Mhm.
I'm just saying I asked my friend, remember I told you I had a friend that passed away, and I used to hate her because she
Mhm.
passed away and left me. Do you remember that? I used to tell you that.
Mhm. Yeah, I remember you telling me
Okay,
that.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah. So the one I'm talking about, her husband used to whoop her. Now he a pastor. Now let's just hold that in your head. He a pastor, but he used to tear that
Mm-hmm.
ass up. He used to tear that ass up. And she had a black eye one day. I had went to her house, and she had a black eye. And I asked her, I said, "What happened?" She said she told me this the whole lie. She
Mm-hmm.
slipped on some watermelon juice and her eye hit the doorknob. I'm gonna let that resonate for a minute.
Yeah, I used to
Okay, that's
cover up.
all
I
you
get it.
did. Next time I seen her, she had a broken and I said to her, okay, wait a minute, y'all. I'm sorry, but this is my sister who's taking
You
care of my
went low,
mom. Let
boo.
me call
You
y'all
went
right
low,
back.
Juicy. Okay, all right. All right, y'all. Juicy coming back. She got a phone call. She got a phone call. But I done lost my train of thought. We are doing good. It's almost time in the hospital until I have her. So on the 19th at 5 a.m. We having a babysitter. All right, SJW, you just hold it to the 19th. Do you got? Hey Tamara. Um. So fun. Do you have any more questions about like I said, I'm gonna keep dropping the
Well, dang, everybody fell off. It's really awkward. But I ain't say I've been in some toxic relationship. I've dealt with some violent women. I couldn't tell other than to say the sex was good. That would be the only reason why. It wasn't anything else per se. But yeah, men put up with it too. It's not just a woman thing. I do disagree with the one of the women said it starts off with verbal abuse. I definitely disagree. Just because you curse someone out doesn't mean you're going to hit them. That everybody cusses. So does that mean everybody gonna whoop they mate ass because they cuss? Everybody talks crazy to their mate. We all verbally abuse our mates when we're angry. Everybody said, shut the fuck up, fuck you, nigga, something of the sort. It happens. It's relationships. It doesn't always lead to. But yeah, with this guy, he's one of those cases where he fits the if they do it once, they'll do it again. Seeing as that he had like five previous relationships of doing this, so he just was one of those career women beaters. You back to truth. We see you. We won't heard nothing yet. But I'm also perplexed as well. If she left, why did she go back?
I'm back. I'm just irritated. I dropped it fine. I dropped it. What were you saying, Money Boy? You said something about verbal abuse don't, well, cussing out and things of that nature don't always lead
Yeah, I
to
say I
abuse.
don't. Yeah, I
Is
don't
that what you said?
agree that. Yeah, I don't
I
agree
agree with
that
that as well.
necessarily equates to physical abuse.
I'm the one that said that, and this is what I meant by that, and I'm gonna stick by what I'm about to say.
Hmm.
Yes, a lot of times it does start off
Go ahead, phone.
verbally,
Yeah, a lot of
and
times it does. I agree with that. Yeah,
having a
I just think it
disagreement.
always. You did say a
Yes,
lot of times, so
yes. So having a disagreement with your mate or whatever, that's a whole different story. Number one, I'm speaking for myself only. I don't tolerate name calling. You're not going to call me out my name. I don't care how mad you get. Go outside, walk it off, do what you got to do. I'm not going to call him out his name. Now we can agree to disagree, and we can have a little spat, but no, sir,
yeah, because
we're
an
not going to.
argument don't always has to lead to name calling. That's the thing, though.
Right. I don't do the name calling or nothing like that. No, I don't tolerate it, and I won't tolerate it. Even when I was younger, I knew my worth then. So no, it does start off with verbal to me, because if you talk crazy to me and disrespect me, I'm done. And that's just me. And I'm only speaking for myself and not all women in general.
Yeah, but I think I think a lot of women do feel that way. I do think a lot of like I'm not. Let me tell you something. It just hit different when you young and a lot, not all the time, but a lot of times when you're younger, when you get older, you know better, you do better. Um, with me, it's just I do know now, and I learned the hard way that you can set boundaries in your relationship and stick to them. Like I don't, if you say I don't want this being done, this being said, that people will only treat you the way you allow them to. Because if you get in a relationship and you say, look, I don't want you talking to me crazy. I don't want you acting crazy. I want you doing this. I don't want you doing that. And then when that person does it, it's over. And if you stick to that, then yeah, people will only treat you the way you allow them to treat you.
Exactly. And people don't realize you can have a healthy argument. It doesn't have to turn name
Oh
calling,
yeah.
all this and that, because then it's going to go a whole different direction. It's going to go a whole different direction. And communication is key. You have to listen to one another.
Hold on 1 minute. Phone. Oh, yes.
Hey,
Hello.
hi, how are you? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, y'all.
What do you have to contribute to the conversation?
Nothing, cause I hung up.
Oh,
Okay,
they
go ahead,
gone.
fine. Go ahead, baby.
No, I'm done.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Okay,
All
I'm
right.
back. I apologize for abruptly leaving. I'm back, y'all.
All right, boo.
Yeah,
So
but what I was saying,
what do
oh,
y'all have to say about this particular?
say it again, Truth. I didn't catch it.
I said, so what do you have to say about the case we're talking about today?
Okay, it's sad. It's like she couldn't get the. I mean, she was running away from him, and he still found her and then killed her. I mean, it's like, and who all
Yeah,
knew that he was doing this to her, stalking her? I guess people don't know about PPOs, and even though them not, ain't no guarantee,
she had a
but
re- she had a restraining order against him.
and that's in what state though? Which state? Because from my understanding, shit, it
In
ain't
her
don't
state.
follow you from each state.
She can only get it in her state where she was staying because he was in Texas. Texas. She lived in California.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I mean, but she was first in where? And then she moved to where? Sacramento. So when he chased her to Sacramento,
Mhm.
she didn't have a PPO on him then over in Sacramento, right? Each state have to take care of their own
Yes,
stuff,
she
right?
did.
Okay, that's what I'm
Yes, she
asking.
did. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
because
she did.
that's why I'm asking the questions because I don't know. Because I thought it was she had the PPO on them in the first state she lived in.
It was
I
in
didn't know she had
California.
it in the second state. Okay, that's what I'm asking the questions, baby. But yeah, I
Mhm.
just feel real bad that it for her baby. You know, like people just don't have no qualms about taking a person's life,
Exactly.
and it just a life don't mean nothing no more. Like
Mm.
I go out here and
Mhm.
kill you, and you just dead. You just dead. You know, it's sad, and don't even care that you got children. And our
Mm-mm.
mother could want to
And
hear
one,
it.
she had three. She had three kids, and
Yeah,
one of the kids was his.
right. That's what I'm saying. He didn't even care that she was raising
Mhm.
your one and only. I mean, I don't know if it's his one and only, but it was raising his one child by him.
Right.
So he didn't give a care about her or his child. You left your child motherless.
Right. And
You know,
evidently, it sounds like she was taking the right steps, doing the right thing by getting away from him. And those restraining orders ain't shit. They're not. They only mean something after they take your life.
right.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm glad she was taking the measures and she did leave. Not only leave, but she left to
Yeah,
another
that's what I
state.
want to say about this particular case. Yeah, that's what I want to make real, real clear, fun in this particular case that
Are you breaking up, Truth? You're gonna have to start over.
she was, you know, she did go back to him one point in time, but then she.
Truth, if you can hear me, you're gonna have to start over because you're breaking up pretty bad. Is she breaking up to y'all, Trey and Juicy Kim?
Yeah, she breaking up bad. I was trying
Okay.
to cipher through the breakup stuff,
Yeah, I was too.
but she did go back to him.
Okay,
Oh,
can y'all hear me now?
oh yes, very
Yes.
good.
Okay,
Okay, I
start
just
over
wanted to
what you were
make clear
saying.
because my internet is my Wi-Fi is just tripping. But listen, what I wanted to make clear is that in this case, I do believe that everything possible to get away from the guy to protect herself and her kids. Now, Melissa said something about she needed gun practice. True, but you guys to remember, in this case, the guy killed her while she was asleep. So even if had she known how to shoot a gun or had a gun or whatever, it probably wouldn't have made a difference. She was asleep. He came into
Right.
her apartment. Now, why the door was unlocked, I don't know. I don't know.
And why the
But
cousin couldn't hear the gunshot
she
again?
was
Can you
asleep.
tell me that?
Right, right.
I'm still stuck on that part right there. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still stuck on the fact that the cousin that's laying on the couch in an
Right.
apartment. You know how an apartment sound when you in a small,
Mm-hmm.
apartment compared to a whole house sound. That sound, it sound different. In the apartment, it sound hollow, and it was a shotgun. Not no damn 45 or no damn, you
Yeah, a
know,
shotgun is very loud.
very loud,
Yeah.
very very loud. And that's why I'm still stuck on the fact that, and then the door was off lock. I don't understand. I'm still just stuck on that part. Like,
Well, they
cousin,
said there were kids in the house, right? So I'm gonna say this. This may be true. Kids running in and out, didn't lock the door, whatever, and the adults didn't go behind before they all laid down to check to make sure everything was locked down. I don't know.
okay, I can go with that scenario, but still, the cousin didn't hear the gunshot. I would have been in my sleep dialing 911 right then.
Right.
It's a button on my phone with you. I don't have to dial 911. I just hit the emergency. I have an Android. And it's a little button on the side that said emergency. And I just hit that and they automatically call 911. I'm like, I don't understand. What year this happened to? What year was this?
2014, I believe.
Oh wow.
2014. Oh my God.
Like 2014.
This is really
Yeah,
sad.
it's been a while.
Mm.
Yeah, but it's forever will live in them children's head though.
Hmm.
And can you just imagine his daughter, have to live with the fact that my daddy killed my mommy?
That's what I was just thinking, Juicy Kim. She gonna need help.
Yes, he is. And I hope whoever got her as far as raising her gets her the help that she deserves and needs.
Right.
I'm thinking the grandparents. Yeah, I'm thinking the grandparents have the kids.
Mm-hmm. Probably her
Yeah.
mom. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the her mom and her dad, Tamisha's mom and her dad, I think they have the kids.
It's just sad
Y'all
that
make sure y'all
people
hit
can't
that
understand
like
when a
button and
relationship
please
is over.
feel free.
it-
Please.
oh, she breaking up again.
It's like they don't understand what over means.
I'm
Like,
here. I'm here.
like
Right. I mean, if a person don't want you anymore, move on. You can't make a person want you. You can't make a
right,
person love you. You
right.
you can't. And stalking them and all this bullshit is not going to even make them change their mind.
But we see this every day in real life, for real.
Yes,
That men, some women, not even just the men, have a problem with rejection.
exactly.
And it's crazy. Like, who told you that you is too good to break up with? Who told you that? Who told you you was the bomb.com? You better carry your ass on some motherfucking well.
Right.
I just don't get it. It's too many other women he could have went with. He could have been like, I just want to see my daughter. Okay, boom, slam, bam. No, he was jealous of her up rising. She was a rising star. He was jealous. I think it was more jealousy of him to keep what made him really kill her because she was. They said she was a influencer. She was a fashion designer. He seen her potential, and
I
she was.
think it's more so her just moving on. That's what he
Yeah,
couldn't
that
handle.
too. But I'm saying, I think it's also the fame that she was getting. She was becoming, you know, see, people don't like to see you shine, and we know that from being on YouTube right now. People don't
Right.
like to see some other content creators shine or outshine them. So I think that's where the problem come in, where they want to talk about them or say say things about them that's not always the truth,
Right.
or drag the truth and make it seem better and flip mode in their behalf or whatever. But
Hmm.
see, they don't. It be to me, it seems like it's a jealousy thing, and I don't understand how people jealousy is a sin. You
Hmm.
cannot be jealous of someone else's success. Get your own success. You can do the same damn thing I'm doing,
Well, you doing that, you blocking your own blessings.
and that is true. You can do the exact same thing without demeaning someone else. Stop demeaning each other and let's grow as just grow. And then we don't
That
have to always knock somebody down to grow.
Juicy Kim, that's a big part of our problem in society. Our problem
In
is
our
that
community.
yes,
Yes.
it's like the crab in the barrel mentality, and it's a shame because we came together. We're very powerful people, and other people know that, which is why we were treated the way we were in the past years ago. They knew our power and our intelligence. But we rather be, we are jealous of I mean, not me myself, but instead of like looking at what somebody else's success and looking at that, like, let me level up to where they are. People are jealous and robbing and stealing and feeling like they're entitled to what that person has, and it's sad. It's sad because things could be so much better for us as a people if we had that mentality that you're speaking of. But I honestly, as sad as it is to say, I just don't see it happening.
I
I
agree.
didn't know you slid up here.
Yeah,
Nurse,
I
hey, how you
definitely
doing?
agree.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was listening to you. Hi, panel. I spoke to everybody in the chat. I think. And you know what you were saying about like children remembering
Yeah.
what. Am I echoing?
Maybe let me go back.
What you were saying about children seeing that and
Not
being
on my
left
end.
behind. Okay. Um I sometimes I hate to get up here because I swear, like, this stories that I have to tell, I would not. I swear, I don't lie. I don't make them up. It's just been a lot that I've seen and experienced, and I wish I hadn't, but it's helped me, open my eyes to a lot of things too. There was a cop in our town. This had to have been like, and we this isn't a big town. We had a cop and he was one of the good ones. Everybody said that. So apparently there was a young woman from another county who had an abusive boyfriend that she had at least, I think she had like 3 kids with him. And she had been trying to get away from him for it was a long time. She kept changing her number. He was using the apps to find her number. Um, he was locating where she was going. Her father said she was moving, trying to take her kids and get away. So one day, I don't know why it went down this way. She agreed to meet him at the train station to give him the car, I guess, and she was going to take the train back to where she was. And I think her family tried to tell her not to do it. And she did it anyway. And she had her 3-year old with her in the back seat. And he shot her in her side. And I think he shot her, I can't remember where else, with the baby in the car. So the cops show up, and people leave, just even people that the community were trying to get the baby um out of danger, try to get the baby from him. So this one cop, he I think he snatched the baby from him, got the baby from him. He shot the cop in the head and killed the cop, and then killed himself. And we hadn't had any murders of any cops here. I forget how long, but it was just so sad to see, like, they sad to see any cop. I don't like to see anybody get killed, but you know how you have your kinder police officers than you do um others sometimes. And this man, I forget, he was a vet on the force. He wasn't he hadn't been, he wasn't a new cop. And he stayed alive for about, I don't know, maybe 24 hours. And he had elderly parents and a sister that was still alive. And everybody spoke so highly of him. And that young guy, just because he would not leave her alone and she could not get away from him, and he killed her in front of their daughter. So I think her mother has the kids now. And that the thought of, they say too, that that little girl isn't gonna forget, that even at 3, she's not gonna forget her mother. And I'm sure, with that being such a tragic incident, she may not completely forget what she saw. And it's just sad, like, your own child. And I'm just glad he didn't kill the baby. But the cop had to lose his life, and so did the child's mother. And they could not figure out why she didn't take somebody with her or make other arrangements for him to get the car.
I think a lot of times, y'all excuse me, I had to throw something in my mouth. But I think a lot of times, when people look back on situations, well, a woman or a man, because it happens to men too, um,
Mm-hmm.
you passes away from this type of violence, that we always question why a person didn't do this or a person did that and a person didn't do that. But the fact of the matter is, I pretty much, I really, in any situation, don't ever blame the victim, because this is the thing, like, the person that commits the crime chooses to do that. I don't give a
Mm-hmm.
damn what the situation is or what that person chose to do or not to do. It's always the fault of the person that committed the crime, because you know
He wanted to do it. He brought a weapon. He planned on doing something to her. And I don't mean to
hmm
interrupt you, but I when I say they, I meant the family couldn't understand why she wouldn't allow them to go with her, or and me personally, being in a situation similar, when you're in that, you don't, sometimes we underestimate the aggressor. Like, oh, he's not gonna do that, or he's just talking, that type of stuff. But you never know what a person might do. I don't think it's smart to underestimate anybody. Um, you might think that he's just talking because he's been to just talking the prior, but then there could be the one time that he wasn't just talking, just running his mouth or whatever, and he actually went through what he said. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. Right,
Oh,
Miss
okay.
Linda. We all have choices. And the thing about it is, even though we don't understand why a lot of people that hadn't been through certain things just don't understand it, and I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a lot of people may not understand why a person chooses to stay.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact of the matter is this: even if the person chooses to stay, that still doesn't warrant their life being taken. Point blank. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, even if a person stays in a situation, maybe too afraid to get out, maybe feel like there's no hope in getting out,
Mm-hmm.
any of that, it's still the person that chooses to commit the crime. It's their fault. It's them making a decision that they are going to play God and decide whether or not that person lives or dies. It's not right. It's just not right. My pop sister Tia Rosa. I can't talk too much about it, but my pop said if I get to him, I'm going to cut his third leg. Ooh, oh my God! It's just sad all around, and it hurts me to say that a lot of times the victim, people may not even realize they're doing it, but a lot of times the victim is sometimes made to feel away because they chose to stay or they chose to go back or whatever. And I get it, but I don't know.
I just hope women in this predicament, um, that may be going through it now, please confide in someone. Let them know, let somebody know what's going on. Please just let someone know what's going on. Because I know a lot of women will protect the person and won't say
And
anything.
they suffer in silence. A lot of
And
women
they
do.
Yep.
suffer in silence. And
Yep.
that's why I'm
Yep.
saying, please confide in someone.
Right.
I'm not saying
Hmm.
tell everybody, just tell one person what is going on.
Or sometimes too, people have taught, when this is, I don't know, you tell your family or you tell your friends, and then you go back and you tell them, and then you get to the point where it's like, I'm not even gonna say anything because I'm probably gonna end up going back. I know they're tired of hearing it, so then you do hold it to yourself. You see what I'm saying? Again,
Yeah,
just
I'm talking about some when you
You
can
know why
trust
they
and
don't tell their
confide in.
kids?
no,
And
I know for him, but I'm just saying that yeah,
You
confide in
know why a lot
somebody,
of people don't tell their friends? Because people are judging.
right?
A lot of people don't tell outside people because people are judging. And
Yeah.
they don't want to be judged. That's why they don't choose to tell friends and family. Because we as a people for real are
Mm-hmm.
judging. And we be like, oh, that never happened to me. Why you still allowing this to go on? No,
Exactly.
they need to seek other professional
Yes.
help. Help we
And
cannot give them. If I never experienced that in my life, I can't tell the next person what to do
mm-hmm.
because I haven't experienced that. Now, if you tell me about being fat, I can tell you how I know about being fat. You feel what I'm saying? I cannot tell a person about an experience I never experienced.
That's right.
So I need them to seek professional help.
right, I was just speaking from experience because two people, a family member and a friend. Because I'm not a person. I'm going to listen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm not going to judge you
Mm-hmm.
because you're right. I haven't been in this position and I don't know what you're going through, but if I can help talk you off the ledge for you to go seek help, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to judge
Yeah,
you
but
if
then
you
you
choose
gonna
to
be
go
mad.
back
But see, that's some
or
people get
stay.
mad.
Huh?
You talk them off the edge, and then when they choose to go back to their husband or the boyfriend that was whooping on them, you catch an attitude with them because they chose to go back, and that's not what they need. See, you see the whole point of friendship is that they should be able to tell you anything and you not judge a person.
Exactly. And that's
That's
who
the
I
whole
am.
point
No,
of a
Kim,
friendship.
I never judged these people.
Right. No, I'm not saying
And
you
they
do.
both
Oh,
went
oh,
back.
baby. When I say that, I don't mean that towards you. I'm not saying that towards you, but it's people that's out here that claim to be your friend. See, people
Yeah.
get mixed up with a friend and people you got to keep at arm length. You got to. Some people is not your friend,
But
That's
and
I'm
you
just
tell
okay.
them
saying,
business.
anybody, y'all, if somebody comes to y'all with an issue like this, please don't judge. Just listen and just try to help guide them into getting help.
Right.
But I'm just gonna try to make this quick. I said it in the chat. I was talking to Slay. I have a younger cousin, and she's got 3 kids. Two by the man she's with now. One whose father, her oldest one whose father is not involved. So this man is only he knows his dad, but this man she's with is who he considers his dad. He's about 10, and the other little one's about 6, and then the boys, and then the little girl is I think 2. So my cousin, her mother is not supportive at all. um she feels like I try to extend myself as much as I can, have offered to do what I can right now. She feels like we talk a lot though, so I feel like at least I can be for her there for her in that way. She feels she stays with him because she says he's the only one that helps her. Like he'll help her a little bit here, he'll help her a little bit there, but that's the only help she's getting, period. They fight all the time. And I told them both, like, all you argue over is cheating. Like, why? I don't understand it. Like, why do you stay together? But when I say they fight, they both fight. They fight each other. And it makes me so mad because they do it in front of these kids. And I keep saying, like, I keep trying to tell her to just stop. Just stop. She just moved and out of state. And I already knew the answer. I said, who's going? Just you and the kids. And she was like, yeah, him if he wants to go. I already knew that, but it's like she's dependent on him. But then like the next thing you know, that when I say they like fighting, they fight. Cause she's a fighter anyway, and and he doesn't mind. He's happy, happy. So it's just a mess, and it just really hurts my heart to know those kids see that. They're very intelligent. They now you wanted a girl, you have a girl. So you have 2 boys that are going to grow up thinking this is how you treat a woman. And then you have a little girl that's going to grow up and think that this is how a man should treat me. And it's unbelievable because her father, I was telling you all the other day about my cousin, the pastor that didn't help me when my mom was sick. This is her granddaughter, and she doesn't tell her grandmother anything because her grandmother is so judgmental. Her father and her don't really have a relationship, and I'm kind of stuck in the middle because I have a relationship with both of them. So come to find out, a couple months ago, I never knew this. Her father, his wife is putting her hands on him, and he grew up seeing that. So but he's never put his hands on a woman. This girl is absolutely nuts. She has called the cops on him if he won't do something, that she wants. I'll just call the cops on you and say you hit me. She's one of those. Has 2 sons of her own. She's Puerto Rican and blacks, but so her kids are mixed, but they're going to be considered black men because that's what they look like. And but the worst part about it is my cousin does security, so he has firearms in the house. So every time the cops come, he had, like she just puts him in so much danger. He sends me pictures of marks and all of these other things. And like, I can't even talk to him freely because she even questions him speaking to me. Um, I tried to get her on the phone the other day. She drinks. She drinks a lot, and that's the stem of the problem is her alcoholism. And she'll start. I heard him. He'll call me and put me on. Let me hear her going off, cursing, throwing stuff. I mean, it's just I don't know how he lives like that. And he said the other day, like I just don't want to snap. I don't want to snap. I never done it before. So I can't get in touch with him now. I've been trying to call him for days. And I just, I try to tell him, like, please, like, you got to get away from her. He is doing the right thing. He's keeping the paper trail. He has, but he feels as a man that like because this is usual, well, and most times reported that this is what women go through. When it's a man, it's looked at differently, and I can't say I understand that, but I could kind of imagine it. But when it gets to the point where she's pulled a knife on him, like, what, how bad this could get, and I just don't want him to snap. And then there's his life and the kids. I said, does she act like this and curse and carry on at the kids? He said, yeah. So I told him, she needs a lot of help, and it's help that you can't give her, but you have to get away from her. You have to get away from her. And when I call, it rings once and it goes to voicemail. So I don't know if I'm blocked. I don't know, but I just pray about it because it's a situation that's out of control.
Well, Chris, I know how to be a friend. I'm a good friend, a loyal friend. Let me tell you, I'm one of them ones that walk through the fire and ice for a friend.
So Juicy Kim,
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
what's if you don't mind talking about it, what's the story of your friend that you tried to help? What's her story?
Oh, I didn't really. I just listened mostly because, like I said, I couldn't tell her. We were 19 years old. She got married young.
Mm,
Mhm.
We were
Mhm.
19, and she was rebellious, trying to get out her mama's house to be grown. She had started having babies for him.
mm,
So they ended up getting me. He was already whooping on her, but she still married him. I mean, it was nothing I could tell her, but I listened to her, and she was just telling me how she was lying to me, and I knew that they were lying about her, how she broke this, how she got a black eye. That I know domestic violence. The people next door to me, he used to whoop on his wife's ass. I can see the difference from a when you slip on something, you usually slip backwards, not forward. I mean, I was just didn't understand how and why she was allowing him to do her like that. And this man is supposed to be a preacher, a pastor, a man of God. Do you know after she died, he repented, baby. He did a whole lot of I should have treated my wife better and all of that, which I'm a woo. Well, she gone now, baby. What you gonna do? Had an aneurysm. So in between them ass whoopings you was giving her, you did
mm.
something in her head. You was hitting her in her head too hard or something. Because I just don't understand. Like for the life of me. And I would never tell a woman to leave their husband. That is
Right.
not my place because I'm not married for one, and for two, I honor the sanctity of marriage. So even though he was whooping on it, it still wasn't my place. You feel me?
Juicy Kemp, I don't know if you said it already, but how old was she when she passed?
Uh, well, I'm 53. She died. It's been 12 years.
Hmm.
So
So she was with him for a long time.
yeah, she was with him from 19 to he. She caught herself leaving him after three babies later. But she
Hmm.
caught herself leaving him after the third one. But then He still had a key.
Mm.
She didn't have a job. He had a job.
Mm-hmm.
So people see that's why you got to know where your money at, where it's going. That's why when old girl was talking about, I'm just gonna say their name. When Nate was talking about he take care of all the money business, I was like, hell to the no.
Mm-hmm.
Said, no, motherfucker. My name and I'm gonna have the passwords to some of this shit myself.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I just don't like people to I don't get me wrong, I'm not a man hater, but I don't feel like a man have to define me. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a lover of men. I just don't feel that they have to define me. I want my own money.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I will take your money too, but I still want my own. We ain't sharing no bank account. We not doing that. We might have a separate joint account, but I'm gonna still have my own account.
My own grandmother told my mother, and it was her grandson. She told her, "You make sure you have your account together, and you have your own account on the side." My mom told me that. I was like, you that you gotta respect that." And she was speaking, to her daughter-in-law, her granddaughter-in-law.
And I keep trying to tell people mental abuse is just as bad as physical abuse.
It is.
I have a girlfriend that's husband is a military man. They still in the but she can't leave him because she ain't got no job. And I keep telling she come, I'm gonna leave him. I'm like, okay. That's all I say is okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I can say is okay. I mean, there's nothing else I can say but listen and say okay. You know
And
what I'm saying?
you can't make a person leave until they're ready to leave either.
Until she really thinks she
Yep.
been with him since she graduated college. We 53 years old now. So she graduated from college young and she married. So what I'm saying is that the more you can be their friend and you can listen to them and they tell you everything was going on, but you still they're not going to listen to you if they're not ready to leave for real.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to want to hear you say, and you got these so-called friends that want to. They tell you something, you go and tell your friends what they being said. This is all around. Everybody know everybody business.
Yeah.
Everybody know everybody business, and
Mm-hmm.
that it's just it's hard to not share with people because you want to be the type of person that would what I wanna say, girl, if you don't leave that motherfucker, I'ma whoop your ass. That's what I wanna say, but I can't do it. I just can't.
I have a question. Okay, as far as domestic violence, because it comes in different forms, like we said, mental, physical, verbal, and all that. We know the problem because we didn't all heard stories. We didn't been in the stories. My question: what is a good solution? What can we do as a whole? Um,
I just feel like to stop it or to put
prevent.
an end to it. Women just have to because see what you can't do is change. Well, you can't change no grown person, but as far as the men are concerned, like men that do that whole domestic abuse thing, they have several victims. Like they have multiple victims. I think some type of way, and I don't know the answer to that, fun. I don't, but I think some type of way it needs to start with the women because I feel like as the women, if we would just leave or not put up with it, because it's different reasons why men abuse women. Is several different reasons actually.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I
Yeah,
would like to think I would if it was me trying to come up with a solution or trying to do something to have a solution, it would be starting with the women. It would be starting with the women and making the women feel like, you know, worth more than being somebody's punching bag.
Yeah.
Well, they always say that the leaving
You
is
know what I mean?
the most dangerous part is, leaving. And unfortunately, it does go back, like I was saying with my cousin, as far as what these men see growing up and what they think is right and wrong. I really don't know the answer to that question, because just leaving is sometimes dangerous. Yeah, well, it is, like, I guess according to statistics, it is the most dangerous time. Because you have to have. They even say have an escape plan. So I don't really know how. Then you have the women that really think that they need the man, like Juicy Kim was, I think, saying. They never had to financially handle anything on their own, and that's the disadvantage, like she was saying too, of not ever dealing with finances or having control over the money, at least yours.
I don't know. It's very complex. I can say that.
Mm,
What's the
it
Yeah,
question,
I
is.
Miss
mean,
Shooter?
it's
Why
like
not just answer it?
we
I mean,
have so
ask it.
many
What's the
we have so
question?
many problems in the world, but we just don't have the solutions to the problems.
Right.
That's why I asked, because I can't even answer that question. What would be the solution? Or because it just depends on the individual,
Mm-hmm.
and it depends on,
Yeah.
like someone said, if they're willing and wanting the help, or um it's a lot. And I
Yeah,
just
because
hate overall.
it's been cases where yeah, because it's been cases where women were in that situation and a man may have stepped I know of a case where a woman was being abused in public and a guy stepped in, and when the guy stepped in, when the cops came, she pretty much wanted the other guy arrested, not the guy that was actually abusing her. She pretty
Protecting
much
him.
lied.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. And she
Mhm.
probably did that because she know when he comes out, if she doesn't get a terrible ass whooping, she might get killed. So they do end up protecting the abuser, which is, it comes back, a lot of it, to fear.
I know this whole thing, it angers me, but
Mm,
yet it saddens me.
that's what I got. Yeah.
Because it's like you want to help people, but like Juicy Kim said, if that person's not ready for the help, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it.
You
Mhm.
can talk to you blue in the face, and if that person is not ready, it doesn't matter what you say.
And I just, me as an individual, I try to help as much as I can. And it is disappointing when someone is in danger and they need the help, but they don't want it.
Mm-hmm. And frustrating. I saw a YouTube video. It was like a month ago. I just came across it, and these two young ladies, one was dealing with this man and he was abusing her, and she had like her best friend was trying to help her leave. So somehow he had conjured up a plan where he it just boiled down to, with the best friend trying to help her, he killed the best friend, shot her and killed her. And so then the girl that was actually, it was her man, she's left devastated, blaming herself and everything. And it was just horrible because that this dude had beat on both of them. He had beat on her best friend for trying to intervene. And I mean, when I say beat, like till they had to go, both of them had to go to the hospital a couple times. So I guess that's why the friend was determined to help her get away from him, and she ended up losing her life.
I just hate it because I believe no one deserves any type of abuse.
Mm-mm.
No one.
I wouldn't abuse an animal, let alone a person. Like, it's not right.
And like Juicy Kim said earlier, people just don't value life anymore.
No, they don't.
I mean, I don't know. People just don't value life.
And that's true for any situation, not just
Yeah,
domestic. That's any
yeah,
situation
Mm-hmm.
at
yeah,
this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. It's sad that people can't take rejection. And I'm not going, and we can't leave out also that men that get abused, they're silent because they're men, and
That's what I was
they
saying
won't
about.
put to shame. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And they get abused too because it's some violent, crazy women out here.
That's what I was just saying about my cousin.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
know that was going on. I had no idea. I didn't know I never really cared for her, but I don't know, but she's got a nasty attitude. But I didn't know she was putting her hands on him. He just started sending me pictures, and
mm,
I mean, neck, face all marked up and everything. And he won't put his hands on her, but it's even harder for them getting help because they're men. And the ego and everything. But I'm like, she, believe it or not, she could end up killing you. Like, just because it's a woman doesn't mean it can't happen.
right.
That's like they were saying. It's impossible for a man to get raped by a woman. I watched SUV. I seen it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
men
not
get
it's
raped
not
too.
impossible. You right, Juice Kim. It's not impossible. Mm-mm.
Right.
Hmm.
All right, Sugar and Spice, praying for you, sweetheart. Thanks for dropping in. Well, I value my life. That's why I got away. I had to hide out from months so he couldn't find me. Then I got angry and went out to him with a gun, and what I did wasn't right, but it was necessary. Oh, wow. You have to protect yourself, honey. It can get really, really bad. And I will say this that a lot of women do be mad because I think people tend to do that even not knowing that they're doing it. Um, and it can become frustrating. I feel like that's sounding. Can y'all hear
Hmm.
me?
Yeah, you was kind of
Going
going in
in
and
and
out.
out.
I'm about to end this live because I done got very frustrated. So y'all just keep talking. Y'all just keep talking. I'm a mute for a minute, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I overall, as far as domestic violence, I just hate that anyone has to go through it,
Mm.
and the
It's
ones that lost their lives because of it.
And there's so many women that
Yeah,
have.
yeah, it's
Men too. I hate to keep. We just conditioned. Well, women, but there's men too. Men too that have lost their lives behind it.
And I think people that they're weak when you just take advantage of someone and just want to. I don't know.
I had a
Mm-hmm.
friend well, she wasn't really my friend. She was a friend of a friend. She said, a man ain't a man unless he hit you.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm.
I said, well, I never want a man then, because
I know that's right.
I don't remember that stage. I didn't remember that in the handbook.
Me either.
She bust out your
It's
girl.
it's sad but true. Some women do feel that way, Juicy. It's real sad though.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Well,
women do feel that way. Yeah,
And again, I
they
think
feel
that
like
might have to do with their upbringing. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what they saw. So that is how they feel. I don't know, but I know that you're right. There are women that feel that way.
by the man getting angry enough to put their hands on him that he care, and that's
Mm-hmm.
just it's a twisted
and
mentality,
that's
but
exactly what
it
she said when he busted her eardrum, blood coming all out her ear.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And then she talking about, man, ain't a man unless that's showing he care. I said, well, shit, this motherfucker must be love the fuck out of you.
But do you know how hard somebody
they
got to be
love
to pull your ear
they
together?
end up loving them to death.
But
That's
my
what end
my
up happening.
girlfriend, she was a CEO and she was dealing with this dude for years, and I didn't know that they were physical like that. She told me that he hit her. I mean, this was like at least 10 years ago. He hit her upside her head and her ear so hard. She didn't. I didn't answer for like the blood. Or I don't know anything about the descriptive part, but she to this day has, I forget how much percentage of hearing in that ear from what he did. She lost hearing in that ear. I just asked her the other day, did she ever get all her hearing back? She has to go for tests, and so I don't think she'll ever get it back.
It's crazy. And
It
he was
is crazy.
young. We was young people. And yeah, he was letting me and whoop on them when we was young.
And I'm like, she's a CEO, I don't know. She got plenty of guns. That's all I'm saying. I don't know, but
What they was staying in the cabinet.
she keep them in a safe, but she keeps one by the bed.
Well, my name is Lorena Bobby, and I did this detached his penis. Or I'm burning bed, lady.
Juicy
I
Kill,
did set the fire. Huh?
did you ever get over your anger or your frustration over your friend that passed? Did you ever get over
Yes, I
that?
did. I've been. Yes, I did. I got over it because I
Okay.
knew it wouldn't. If she had a choice, if it was her choice, she would have been able to stay. But it's never. I had when I became knowledgeable of the Lord and everything. I said that I'm all full saved, but when I became, am I echoing? Is it me?
I don't hear echo.
I do. But when I became, started reading the Bible and understanding that and that's how I was able to deal with the death of my brother too, because of the fact that if they had a choice, they would have stayed, but it wasn't their choice. So that's how I ended up dealing with it. So yeah, I got over it,
Right.
but it
Right.
never don't stop hurting though, But I
No, that's
did get over
facts.
it. Yeah, the blaming her.
Hey, come correct. Hey, heathen.
Hey, hey, Fawn,
What's happening,
Juicy,
Captain?
Hey,
They come
Money
correct.
Boy. I'm gonna call Money Boy carrot cake. Now we're gonna call him cornbread. Yeah. I got a question for the panel.
I didn't do it.
I got a question for the panel in the chat. So I think it was Fawn that asked about like what do you do? So being parents, do you talk to your children? about being in these type of situations, or do they just have to see how you've handled certain types,
I
of
spoke.
situations?
I
Because the
spoke.
thing is because this brings up the Blueface and Krishan, I think is her name.
I heard a little bit about that. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Is that she got in a fight with his mother and his sister or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, for me, I talked to my son and my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And I told my son, you never put your hands on a woman and you
Mm-hmm.
never let her put her hands on you. Well, y'all both need to one of y'all need to walk away and cool off, or, you know, let it be over.
Mm-hmm.
Because charges is hard to drop.
Mm.
For my daughter, I say, you never let nobody put their hands on you, because I would have to hate to catch a case.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I told her. I would hate to have to catch a case.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I don't want you to think it's okay
Mm-hmm.
for a man to touch you in a way that's not comfortable for you. If he
Mm-hmm.
put his hands on you in an uncomfortable way, leave. It's time to go.
Mm-hmm.
Don't stand there and talk about, oh, mama, he just playing. No, we don't hidden play.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't no hidden play. We don't do that. We don't pass a lick and, we don't do that. That ain't
Mm-hmm.
what we do.
It should be.
Because it's a very common conversation for us to say, and we tell our sons to keep their, don't ever put your hand on a woman. But do we have that same conversation with our daughters?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Because I told
Because
both
it's
my
not
kids,
just
if
the
you don't
men
want
that are
nobody
the
putting their
only.
hands on you, you don't put your hands on nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I did tell my son, because he saw some things with his dad putting his hands on me growing up, and that's why I thank God it wasn't anything. I mean, it could have been something worse, like if somebody falls and hits their head or something like that, But thank God it wasn't that to that case. But he always said, I don't want to be like daddy, even though his dad is gone. He still said, I don't want to be like him. And I always taught him, how to be. I said, I'm not a man, so I can't teach you how to be a man, but I can try to teach you and make you aware of what a woman would look for in a man. And that you would don't ever put your hands on a woman. And he said he wouldn't, and I to this day I don't know of him doing that. I pray to God he never does, but I think a lot of that was him seeing which he saw more than I thought he did. It happened to me.
Yeah, that was my question, and that couple came into mind because they are a young couple. Um, he hits her, she fights him. Um, as far as the social media world, like, she's looked at as more of the aggressor. Um, so with them being a young couple, that just, brought the question to my head as like, are these conversations
And they
being
still.
had, with people's sons and daughters? You keep your hands to yourself. And, as far as the mental and verbal abuse and all of that,
Mhm.
just the signs.
Are they still together? Come correct? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was my question. Hey, chat.
All right. So does anybody else have any questions in the chat or on the panel? Cause I done got a little irritated, so I'm pretty much ready to go. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm
Why
sure
are
we'll be
you
able to talk about this
irritated?
much more. Girl,
Is it something we did?
it's fun sometimes. No, no, oh, absolutely not.
Oh,
No, not y'all on the
Um,
panel. Mm-mm.
I was gonna ask too.
I think you should talk to your children about because nowadays teens are in yeah, it is a lot of teen girls
yep.
and guys that are slay. You right, sweetie. You right.
It just happened a few months ago
Oh,
here, at a high
you
school here. Um, where she's a senior and her broke up with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend and his friend chased her into the bathroom, beat her damn near to death, broke her neck in 3 places.
Yeah,
And this is high school. You know what I'm talking about, come correct?
yeah.
It happened at Warren Central.
Mm-hmm. My alma mater. Mm. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I
yeah,
think it
it
would start there as far as like talking to your children on being on both sides of the coin. Whether you don't want to be the aggressor, and
yeah.
if you are the victim of this, how to respond. Here are the red flags.
And I
And
think
And
the
see,
you
and like I
biggest
don't have
say,
thing
to push.
too is to have a good relationship with your children, open communication to where they are comfortable enough to say, "Hey, mom, I'm having an issue.
mm-hmm,
He pushed me. He grabbed me. It scared me." You know what I'm saying? Just so they feel
mm-hmm.
comfortable in coming to speak to you.
I agree for one.
And see, the thing about it, like I always say, as parents, we don't ever do things 100% right. But in my
Right.
situation, like in my situation, I have, a lot of guilt. You feel me? I do. I care. Well, I carry around, guilt about it. But the saving grace with me is that my girls ain't finna put and I hate I really don't like to say it's because of what they saw, but it's just the facts. Like because of what they seen me go through, they got a mindset to where they ain't playing no games. Like they ain't
Mm-hmm.
playing no motherfucking games. They listen. I, and with my son, he always wanted to do the total opposite. You know what I'm saying? So it's just you just don't know 100% what to do as far now. You do have to talk. You do have to talk to your kids, but in the situation too, it's always a iffy situation because it's just like with anything else that you talk with your kids about. Like some women find out that girls are going through abuse and they never would have thought that would have happened because they did talk to their girls and explain to them that they don't have to go through it. So it's
Hmm.
always you just don't never know, but you know when the situation does arise, it's pretty hard to deal with. I can't say that. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
And you know how you said like you talk to your girls about it and how they're not having that. It's almost like
oh yeah,
it could go either way with women. You know what I mean? Being thinking they're used to
mhm,
that or being like, oh hell no, I'm not in it. Like your girls came out, so
mhm.
it's kind of hard to know.
Yeah,
But
because you can have the young ladies that see it that feel like that's how it's supposed to be, and then you can
Hmm.
right.
have ones that turn out like mine that's saying I'm just not. You can't even raise your voice at me, like
Mm-hmm.
and calling me. You just can't. So it's you just life is so complex, Lord
It
Jesus.
is.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
so hard.
In every area, it seems like it really does. Like
Yeah.
everything can
Yeah.
get complicated. That's
Oh
why I
yeah,
had to pray.
absolutely.
I can leave it in God's hands because I said, "Like, Lord,
Girl,
I
you
can't
got
do
to
nothing with
have a
this.
plan.
Yes, I can't do nothing with this. Hmm.
Yep.
That's why you have
But
to stay prayed up, honey.
Exactly.
oh yeah, yeah. In a situation, and like say, we tend to kind of gears towards the women when it comes to domestic violence. But believe it or not, y'all, it's a lot of cases, and I might
Hmm.
find one to talk about. But it's a lot. Like I saw a case on Snap. Y'all know I watch Snap on Oxygen,
Mm-hmm.
and this guy, this young guy, young handsome. I do know he was in. I don't know if y'all can hear me because my thing is flipping.
We
I'm
can
getting
hear you right
irritated.
now.
Oh God, can y'all hear me? Can you
Yep.
hear me
Hmm.
now?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm finna get out here until my Wi-Fi get better before I just throw this whole computer out the window. But listen, so it's this episode of Snap that I watched. It was this young couple. They were very young. They were in their 20s, and the guy, I want to say he was in the Marines, but I do know he was in a branch of the military. And then she was a stay-at-home mom. I think they had one child, and she was actually abusing him. And when she ended up killing him, his family had no idea that that man had been being abused by that woman. She was the aggressor in the relationship, and she eventually ended up killing him.
Yep. It happens more often than we think. As
So
far as the women killing the man and being the
it
aggressor.
happens. I mean, and then guys especially had no idea, none. If it's not abuse, at least aggression. Believe it or not, I never whooped my child. I believe it teaches abuse. Mm. Yeah, but I just want to make that point too that it's not just women, it's actually men and women that's going through it. So, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
Thank you, Bronze One. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I just want to do make that point. And I'm gonna make sure I find some cases of it so we can highlight that as well. Cause like I said, you have to be fair in the situation and people do need to know that it does happen with men as well.
Hmm. But I think men are more so more silent because of
That's
their
what I just said, and
manhood.
I think I went out when I was saying it. Cause I was like, fun. I was like, no man don't want to tell nobody a woman beating on him.
Right, right. That's why I'm saying men are tend to be more silent about it because they don't want to ruin their reputation as being a man. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. Mhm. Mhm. Cause this young fella, his side of his parents and stuff, they had no idea. They had no idea he was going through that.
Because they
The
really don't want to
military
be
even knew.
judged.
So when she killed, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because oh, you a man. You gonna let a woman hit you? You gonna let a girl hit you?
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
My cousin said he even asked the neighbor,
And that's
like, what would you do? And the neighbor was like, basically, I smacked the shit out of her.
Oh wow.
And he was like, nah, I can't do that. I was like, no,
nah, he
don't
ain't
take no
supposed to do
advice
that.
like that.
But
Mm-mm.
he do need to leave though. He do need to
Yeah.
probably
Mm-hmm.
leave because a woman will
Mm-hmm.
kill you just like a man will.
Yep.
They
And then,
will.
a fear of mine too is for her to keep calling the cops for nothing because she gets mad at him. You don't want that interaction with the police. You see what I'm saying? Especially for no reason because you're lying, because you're mad. Keep calling them to the house, keep calling them to the house. And, they just tell him to take a walk. But again, he has firearms in the house, so he has to let them know that it could just get bad in a lot of ways. I was going to type you something in the private chat, Truth, to see if it would be okay. But um, I think I will, if you don't mind.
Go ahead. Go ahead. But Chris, I think Chris play for a song. Let me check it out right quick, y'all. Cause I'm gonna get off of here in a minute. I did enjoy this live though, and I appreciate y'all coming up on the panel. Y'all know I always appreciate when y'all come up on the panel and support. Um, I just it's my mood today, y'all. It has nothing to do with y'all.
Well, girl, you
Looking
need
for
to
love.
go in meditation and pray. Don't
Oh
don't
yeah, I
let
do. I,
whatever's bothering you get to you.
I absolutely do fun, and you know that's what I'm finna do. You already know me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me pull this song up for Chris. Did you? Oh, I don't see it in the top in the chat yet. There's now. Since she grown, she still not. Thank you, Jamila. Thank you, sweetie. Hugs to you as well. Thank you. Let's see. I hope y'all had a good day today. It is so gloomy here. Like I say, it's been raining.
Oh, it was
It's
about
cold.
75 degrees here, sunny.
For real, girl, it's cold and raining. Oh
Yes,
Lord.
today is my Friday. It's a holiday tomorrow, so I'm off.
I saw you put that in the chat.
Yep, and it's also my son's birthday tomorrow. My daughter's birthday was last week. Got all these Scorpios in my life.
You said it's your son's birthday today?
Tomorrow.
Oh, tell him we said happy birthday.
I will. And my daughter's was last week. So, like I said, February was a busy month for me.
Child. Yes,
To
Lord.
have
It's
two kids,
October for me, child. October, child.
to have both my kids in November.
That's what I say about my mama. She had me and two of my sisters. All three of us birthday in October. I said you was we different. I mean, well, I'm the baby, but I'm October 13th. October 28th and October 31st. I was
Mm.
like, girl, you was talking about get it. What you said? You didn't have a chance to relax, did you? I was like, yeah, just to slow down. You got to slow that little thing down, girl. What the hell? She talking about who you talking to? I said, nobody.
But ain't nothing to do in the winter months. It be cold and you
I
trying to
guess
snuggle up.
so. Y'all was playing footsies, huh?
I was playing more than footsies, baby.
No, no, you was. I can tell. Well, go on in the dock, come out in the light.
Yeah, because playing footsies don't get you two kids.
No, but that's what the old people used to say. You was in
Mm-hmm.
there playing footsies.
Yeah, I was
I said,
playing
okay, if
footsies, all
that's what you
right.
say, look, I'll be like, yep, that's what happened. The foots got in trouble. That's why I wear socks now.
Is that your protection?
That's my protection because I wear socks. Boom. Socks is good hey, put them socks on. You never go wrong with socks. Girl, I'm looking at they already about to start their Black Friday.
Who?
I'm looking at Macy's about to start their Black Friday.
Mm.
They ready, ain't they? JCPenney's got a good sale on.
JC Penney's always got a good sale.
Yeah.
It ain't even gotta be no holidays.
Well, yeah, right now they got a good like $4.99 for this, $5.99 for that. And I love JCPenney's tiles.
Mm-hmm. Well, I do my Christmas shopping and get it all done in one day, and that is on Cyber Monday.
I never shopped on Cyber Monday.
And my Christmas list is getting shorter and shorter every year.
Well, mine is real short because I only got the grandbaby to buy for now. The children don't get
Mm-hmm.
kids. Well, my son probably will. But when my daughter, I said, you know how it goes. The system goes like this. Once you have a baby, you stop getting. So you had a baby, so your baby gets.
Yep.
You got my excuse me. I said, you excuse what you gotta you peed on yourself, you shitted on yourself, what you need excuse for? Yeah, I'm like, shit. That's the way it go. And that's just how it is. You don't get. The baby get.
Did you say that's the way love goes? That's the way.
That's
That's
the way it
the way
goes,
love
baby.
goes.
Ain't my fault. But that's how my mama did us, so I did her the same way. Shit.
Shout out to Janet Jackson. That's the way love goes.
She told my mama, I don't think that's fair. I said, it's fair.
Lord.
She told me she don't think that's fair. I think it's fair.
What you
Right.
laughing at, Truth?
She came
I'm
back
laughing
with
at
me.
you, Janet Jackson.
I had to give a shout out to Janet Jackson on using her lyrics. You know, that's the way love goes.
Lord. All right, y'all. I'm gonna play this song that Chris requested, that Chris paid for. I'm gonna play that song, and then we're gonna talk a little bit more. Then I'm gonna get off of here. But let me, y'all stay up on the panel with me. Let's play this song. And then I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back. Y'all jam with me. Let me put it on. Let me change my setting right quick for my music. This song
And
right
now you
quick.
sound real good.
And now you sound real good. All right, y'all. Even though my bars is acting a fool, I'm gonna play this last song. I'm gonna play this last song, and I hope y'all can hear me. I'm gonna play this last song for everybody that has survived, everybody that's going through and will survive. And anybody that needs help, please seek help. Anybody that needs to leave, please leave. It's better, it's easier said than done, but you know, anybody in this chat need to talk to me. Y'all got my email, and I'm gonna put it back up on the screen, okay? I'll do anything I can to help. Here we go, y'all. Y'all vibe with me. This live today is supporting. I appreciate it. Anybody on the panel got anything to say before we get out of here?
I do. For anyone that feels like they can't speak to a family member or a friend, here's the number for the national hotline for domestic abuse is 800-799-7233. 800-799-7233. And that's all I
Hold
wanted.
on, fine. Hold on. Let me put that in. Hold on. Let me do this right quick. This is the hotline.
A national hotline for domestic abuse.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, fine. Give it to me.
It's 800-799-7233. And please, anyone, if you feel like you can't speak to nobody, please call this number.
All right. Thank you, fun.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Shout out to you, Sugar and Spice. Shout out to you, sweetheart. And prayers always going up for you, sweetie. Shout out to you. Anybody else on the panel want to say anything?
I just want to say thank
Um,
you
Go
for
ahead. Go
allowing
ahead.
me up here, and you know, for I can read the chat, but for anybody that's been there or knows anybody that's been there or going through it now, I agree with Fawn, and I definitely keep everybody in my prayers. I love you guys.
Love you too, sweetie. Copy and
Me,
a link.
I personally want to say if you are a friend Be a friend. And if the person is telling you their business, keep it between you and them. Learn how to be a friend. Just pray for them and let them make their choices, because I know it's hard to just sit back and listen to what they're going through. And we always want to be a helping hand to someone in need, but sometimes the person that is abusing them will try to come and abuse you. So you got to be careful. So just be careful of what you say and do. So I love y'all. And if I sound muffled, shut up. I love y'all though.
Child, we done got used to it, child. I love you, Juicy Camp. Listen, that's the updated link for to if anyone wants to go over and light a candle for Nay. I think Jamila was letting me know that the other link might not have worked because it was the wrong link. So this is the updated link for anybody in the chat that wants to go light a candle for Nay. So y'all hit that link and go over and support our beautiful Jamila's daughter Nay and light a candle for her. That's the link. Just click on it and it'll take you right to it. Okay.
Can you put that on your community wall? Because I'm on my phone, so I can't click the link.
I sure can. I'll put that number you gave us, and I also put that link. I will.
Okay, I
I
appreciate
do
it.
it as soon as I end the live.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
All
everyone
right.
have a wonderful and blessed evening.
You too, sweetie. You too. I'm finna try. Um, I
You
love y'all.
too,
I
friend.
appreciate y'all for supporting me in this transition. Like I say, it's hard, y'all. It's hard, but I'm gonna stick with it because one thing I'm not is a quitter. So with that being said, shout out to the true sippers. Shout out to my mods, and also shout out to my monetary contributors. Thank you, Chris, for supporting this live. I appreciate you so much. Um, I don't know when I'm coming back live, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I need
Yeah, you can have the night off. Me enjoy coming outside, so you can have the night off.
yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. So, hopefully it'll be tomorrow. I'm finna try to get my mind right. That's all I'm gonna say. But I do love y'all. Y'all know that, right? So, um, y'all please be safe out there. Be safe. Be blessed. Never stressed. Um, continue to pray for each other. It's very very important, y'all, that we pray for each other because um sometimes a person may get to the point to prayer is the only thing that's left. So make sure y'all continue to pray for each other. Say a little prayer for me and mine, and I will definitely pray. Say a prayer for you and yours. Okay. With that being said, I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all be safe. I love y'all. And until next time,
Love
I'll see
y'all.
y'all later. Okay. Love y'all.
Bye bye.